my mother was killed by a tractor trailer.
Okay.
When she was 48.
You've
And I
had
took care of
tragedy
my
all over.
father. I took care of my father. And then I took care of him every day. Every day. He couldn't walk, nothing, until St. Joe's killed him. I said he cannot eat. I have
They
cervical
euthanized him?
cancer. I have
They euthanized
thyroid.
him? They euthanized my mother. Not St. Joe's. This was in New Jersey. They euthanized her. They gave her more and more morphine until she died because her lungs couldn't process oxygen. So I said, look, take one of my lungs and put my lung in her. He said, I'm not putting a healthy lung in a woman that can't quit smoking. That's what he said to me. So.
That should be your choice.
Exactly. But I said, if she had money, I was mad.
Yeah.
You know what happens.
Yeah.
You got money, you got a lung.
You got anything.
You got everything. Yep.
But I wouldn't want him. What? Your span on earth is from the age of 0 to maybe
$120.
100 at the most.
The Bible says that.
And that's just a blink of an eye.
Yep. We're a wisp of smoke. I think of things like the being that created everything with a word. He spoke, and everything existed that exists. Okay? Why couldn't we still be just a thought in the forefront of his mind? We couldn't even know. We have no idea what or who the creator of our existence is. We judge him on what we can see. Trees, people, like human beings. All of the suns in one spot is a shadow to what he is. We will, when you enter into heaven, the first thing you're going to want to do when you see him is fall down and worship him. No. Worship. If you got the blood of Christ covering you can't. If you go up there and he says, why should I let you into heaven? And you say anything other than the blood of Christ covers me, you're going down. So I did the first time you try that. I did this, you're going down, because there's nothing that you can do to earn heaven. You cannot earn salvation.
No, you can't.
Nope, it's free. So if you can't stand there, and he says, why should I allow you? And he shows you all these horrible things you did your whole life. Why should I allow you in there? Because the blood of Christ covers me. Welcome into my rest.
And temptation.
In heaven, there is no more temptation.
No, I mean,
God can't even be tempted.
The devil or his demons and that got the power back then. That's what really messed things up.
See, that word is very, very twisted. They never had power. It was lack.
Not power. They have
deception.
They can infuse. They can
set the stage.
No.
Whisper from behind the curtains. They certainly can't make us do anything.
No, they can try to influence.
Of course,
off
absolutely.
The track all the time.
Absolutely. That is their job to influence us. So
What's your name?
Saul.
Saul.
This is going to be on Get High and Preach. The last one we did was about the Walking Dead in Israel. The literal, not zombies, I want to eat your brains, but when Christ died in Matthew 27:51, when he died on the cross, the dead rose. The dead, and the people saw their own relatives walking the street that day.
Oh my God, that's right. I had these other dreams. Well, actually, one was true. I died, but I could hear everything. And I remember meeting my mom, because it was like 2 hours, like 2 or 3 years after she had passed. I never got to see her, so it never felt real. And at first, all I saw, no, it's a different one, the other one. But anyhow, she said, you gotta go back. I said, I don't want to go back. I want to stay here.
I feel that. I'm ready to go myself.
I want to stay here so bad.
So do you think that
that was... come back, and then another time I had another dream where I just saw these anomalies coming from all over the sky, going to people's houses that they knew to let them know that they're okay. You'll be okay. Just keep it real.
Do you believe there could have been other dimensions? Other dimensional realities where you exist also?
Yeah.
You know,
Everybody
because
has
I'm
a
going to tell you
doppelganger.
something. I was where my daughter and I were getting along real well. She had brown eyes. My ex-wife had these, I love brown eyes because of them. Their eyes are both hazel today.
Well,
So-
sometimes they do though.
I know, I've heard all the explanations, but
It just seems weird, both. Mine are brown.
we were friends, you know, and now we're not. Now it's like we're all mortal enemies, but
I just, I'm just trying to get a place, a room or something to rent next month. Because I can't do this on the street.
you're out here on the street.
Sleeping in an abandoned house.
Fuck, I don't even know what to tell you about that. I do have something to give you though. It ain't mine. This ain't mine.
Okay.
It's not mine. This is God's money. It ain't too much. It's only $1 bill. I gotta have $1 for some ice cream.
Ice cream. Where?
That ain't my money, man. That's God's money. Don't thank me.
Well, I'm thanking God.
Yep.
through you.
All I'm saying to you is this, and this is the only important thing. Everything else you're saying, I believe, is 100% correct and true. I dreamt the lottery number twice. I told my grandmother. It was 666, and then the next night it was 777. That's what the numbers on the board
I think I
flipped.
remember that.
That was in 1994, 96, one of them.
I know my dad hit
She played 777.
What?
And then 666 came out, and she played 777 the next day, and she won, but not as much as she should have.
Right.
But so I don't know what's going on, but I do know that all these things that we're seeing around us, the demonic creatures, and you're living
You
in,
just
you're
see them
sleeping.
in their faces in the shadows.
They're there. They're getting some kind of energy because, like, CERN is
Through
opening
the
up.
government and everything
Yep,
else.
testing all those.
And also the pharmaceuticals control the government. Why do they need that much money where an elderly has to pick between
Look,
should I eat
look.
or should I get meds?
They're worried. They want gold. They want precious metals. They're building cities underground, deep underground, because they know that the judgment's coming from Almighty God. They know the Bible's about to happen.
That ain't gonna save them.
Exactly. They know the Bible's going to happen, so they're trying to hide from it. They're trying to hide from the
You
judgment.
can't hide from God.
You can't. Everything that you see is going to be burned up. Even the dust of it will be burned up, and then the
That
new
was
earth
another
comes.
dream I had. When I was young, I used to have this dream. I had it like 3 times, and I'd wake up crying, sweating, hyperventilating, that everything's on fire, and even including the waters are on fire. Everybody's just running everywhere. And as I grew older, they came more atomic, like nuclear things.
Yeah, I
But
think
I'm
the first
like
time we...
standing up, looking down at it. It's weird. Like I'm in a little cove behind, but I'm seeing what's happening. And I'm not crazy. I have vision.
You ain't got... I don't believe you're crazy for a second. Some people can see. But without Christ, it's going to come back on you. I'm telling you. Michael, sure, that's great. Michael helped me out. But what if Michael's helping him out? You know what I mean?
I just
Think of it
asked
this-
them for
God
wisdom.
God is omnipresent. God is everywhere. He's omnipotent and He's all powerful. Think of it this way. Think of every second of every Windows ever created. And He can see it all at once. But it's happening for Him. It's not, I got to look at this picture. It's all happening for Him and He understands it. That is the creator of everything that we see. He's beyond.
Did you see the blue boot Hillary had on for a while? She had a blue boot on, like her ankle was messed up. She was under arrest.
Oh yeah?
And Obama had one, and a couple others of them had them.
They are the puppets, and that is it. They are the mouthpieces. They are not in charge. They are who the people in charge put in charge. See, we are all just worms to them. We're maggots. We're producers for them.
We're talking monkeys, as they put it.
All right, monkeys can be pretty strong. You gotta give them that.
I know, especially the baboons and the gorillas. I don't know if they're considered in the monkey family though.
So look, isn't there like a shelter already?
I tried 2 of them, couldn't get in.
I can probably get you a job.
Doing what?
Pizza buffet.
Where at?
5th Street Highway.
Oof. I wouldn't even know how to get there.
It's
the
one bus. The one bus. I ain't trying to pressure you into nothing. I'm not trying to put you on the spot.
Is that where you are?
Yeah, you decide, you do whatever you want to do because God gave you the free choice to do whatever you want to do.
And what's it called? See, I've been fighting for Social Security for 19 years because of all my medicals.
Yeah.
And I had to speak to him again Monday, but if I receive the no again, then I'm just going to have to get a job and be done with it.
It's not that bad. I mean, I
love working. I've worked a very, very long time.
But I know it can be burdensome.
Of working.
I know it can be. I walked into a new job and I turned around and walked out, and that's the first time I ever did that in my life, but I just knew I couldn't do that.
And I'm sorry, I have short-term memory loss too.
That's all right.
Pizza what?
I'm going to tell you after I get done with this.
Oh, are you recording me?
Yeah, you ain't going to be on it. It's going to be on YouTube. I ain't putting your name or nothing. This is just for...
write Thomissina.
Thomissina? All right.
That was my...
It's going to be under Get High and Preach. There's going to be 2 parts. Okay. Thomissina?
Yeah, that was my dad's favorite sister. She had epilepsy and stuff, and my dad's name was Thomas.
Okay, Thomissina.
I'll
put that on there, and you can look it up.
Bird. But yeah.
You know what? You know what? There's a saying that but for the grace of God, there goes I. I was in Philadelphia, and I was homeless for one night, and I slept at JFK Plaza underneath the steps down there on the stone pillow.
I've been stuck out when it was like on the 24th of last month. Remember how hot it was?
Yeah.
I was stuck in that. I almost thought I was going to die.
You know where the air conditioning comes out, right?
Yeah, that's
No, behind the parole office right there, by the dumpster, there's a fan. It blows air conditioning out.
Oh.
I have stood there.
Is that on Church?
Right behind here. Right behind, you know, where the parking lot is by welfare.
Yeah.
There's a dumpster against the wall right there. When you go in the parking lot, on the wall up there, there's a fan, and it's blowing out the air conditioning from the inside of the building. It's nice every once in a while if you're there.
Yeah.
Just to stand there.
Yeah, I get cold easily.
You know what? I feel so strongly that we're gonna wake up.
For a reason?
No, there's no question about that. Nothing happens in my life anymore by circumstance. But that we're so close to the ending.
I know we are.
You're right.
I felt it for years.
So the only thing that's going to protect you at that time will be the blood of Christ. Do you know why he said it? He said, because he's coming back to
Yeah.
place trouble on those that trouble us. Can you imagine
Woo.
an angry Yah, the Elohim Tzvot, sword drawn, coming down here and just wiping people out that messed with us?
And they use those scorpion lips on them too.
It's coming. It's coming.